What is up YouTube, and welcome back to my channel. In today's video we'll be talking about how long you should rest in between sets. And I'll begin with why. Originally, mostly in the bodybuilding community, short rest periods were perceived to be better than longer rest periods. And then we'll be moving on how long you should actually be resting in between sets for optimal growth. And let's get started with the video. In the early years of bodybuilding, it was very common to chase the pump, as Arnold would say.
The greatest feeling you can get in a gym, or the most satisfying feeling you can get in the gym, is the pump. Let's say you train your biceps, blood is rushing into your muscles, and that's what we call the pump.
But unfortunately, Arnold wasn't not wrong. I mean, he wasn't wrong, but it's not the main driver of hypertrophy. So there are a few drivers of hypertrophy, but the main driver is volume, or accumulated volume via mechanical tension. And another driver is metabolic fatigue, which is the pump. And back in the day, it was perceived that if you short rest periods, metabolic fatigue does increase. But at the same time, it's been shown that shortening rest periods affects the subsequent sets. So let's say, for example, you're trying to do 3 sets of 12 of bicep curls with 25 pounds. If you rest 30 sets between each sets, yeah, it's going to feel like you're getting a better pump, but it's unlikely that you'll be able to hit those 3 sets for 12 with 25 unless the 25 pounds isn't really that challenging for you. But on that note, if you were to rest long enough, say a minute, you'd be able to accumulate more volume and all grow more in the long term. All right, so now we'll be moving on the proper way to set up rest between sets. So it's more of a principle. It's not really like, oh, if you're doing 8 reps, you have to rest a minute and 30 seconds. No, so the principle is that reps and rest have an inverse correlation. So I'll be putting a graph down here just so you guys can get a better visual representation. So let's say you're doing, on the lower rep side, you're gonna have longer rest. And that's because when you're doing lower reps, it's most likely a compound movement and it's gonna be a lot more load. So it's neurologically demanding and physically taxing on the body. So you need a lot longer to recuperate so you'll be able to perform the same weight for the next set. On the other hand, if you're doing higher reps, you're gonna need shorter rests to recuperate, because usually in higher rep ranges, it's mostly isolation work and it's only one muscle. So like, for example, on the previous example, I said you're gonna do 3 sets of 12 on curls. Yeah, so it's not gonna be that physically demanding for your body to recuperate to perform on the next set. So that's why it's gonna be a shorter rest period. Alright, so if you made it this far in my video, can you please hit the thumbs up and subscribe button? And in all, I hope you take away that inverse correlation between rest and reps and apply it the next time you work out. Peace.